In the heart of the Windy City, Sophia was an illuminating beacon of dreams and perfection. Amid the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets of spectacular Chicago, she stood as a sunbeam of success, a symbol of aspiration. The city, with its ceaseless rhythm and relentless speed, was her grand stage, and the perpetual hum of boundless opportunities and intoxicating excitement that it provided was her orchestral symphony. Yet, beneath the vibrant surface of her accomplished life, beneath the facade of victory, there lurked a sense of profound emptiness. An unfathomable void persisted, a black hole of desolation that no measure of professional triumphs, no accolades, no external validation could ever fill. It was as if a piece of her soul was missing, a gaping hole in her heart that was waiting for the right person to fill. Enter Alex. A man with a dazzling smile and an alluring aura, he everything Sophia thought she desired in a companion. He was the Prince Charming who stepped right out of her dreams, his charisma and charm as irresistible as a moth to a flame. He seemed to be the missing puzzle piece in her life, a complement to her existence. They shared hearty laughter that echoed in the quiet nights, embarked on exhilarating adventures that made their hearts race, and whispered vows of eternal love under the twinkling stars. They painted a picture of perfect companionship, a romantic tale that could rival any love story. However, as the hands of time moved unfailingly, Sophia began to discern the underlying fissures in their seemingly perfect relationship. Alex, for all his charm and beguile, was a man prone to criticism. He was slow to lend his support, dragging his feet when she needed him the most. His judgments were harsh and unyielding, his words often cutting deep into her heart. He made Sophia feel small and insignificant, as if she was unworthy of his love or anyone else's. Most painfully, he made her feel unlovable, a feeling that gnawed at her self-esteem and self-worth. Days turned into weeks, weeks morphed into months, and Sophia found herself questioning the choices she had made. She wondered why she had picked Alex, a man who diminished her spirit rather than elevating her. Why had she chosen someone who belittled her, who drained her energy rather than replenishing it? Why had she settled for less than she merited, all in the name of love? Sophia grappled with these poignant questions, these nagging doubts that gnawed at her, slowly and gradually eroding the vibrant spirit that once defined her. The questions tormented her, keeping her awake during the long, lonesome nights. The realization hit her hard, shattering her illusions of a fairy tale romance. She had compromised her own happiness, her own self-worth for a love that was, in all fairness, unworthy of her. And it was this realization that made her question the path she had chosen, the decisions she had made, and the person she had become. These doubts gnawed at her, slowly eroding the vibrant spirit that once defined her. One pivotal evening, Sophia sat alone in her dimly lit apartment, crushed under the weight of her self-doubt. The apartment, a small studio nestled in the heart of the city, was washed in the soft glow of a single lamp, casting long shadows that seemed to echo Sophia's despair. This had become her sanctuary, her refuge from the world. Yet tonight it felt more like a prison, closing in on her with the relentless weight of loneliness. Tears traced lines down her face as she sat before her mirror, her reflection staring back at her with a harsh honesty that she found at once devastating yet cathartic. Each tear was a testament to her pain, an unspoken tale of heartbreak and disappointment. The silence was palpable, broken only by the occasional sniffle or muffled sob, as she sought answers in the depths of her own eyes. She was at war with herself, wrestling with the demons of self-doubt and insecurity that had been birthed from her toxic relationship with Alex, a relationship that had promised so much, yet delivered little more than heartache and despair, a relationship that had chipped away at her self-esteem, leaving her feeling worthless and unlovable. In a moment of lucidity, she made a life-altering decision. With hands trembling, Sophia reached out to Adam, a kind soul she had met years ago but had let slip away in the stormy seas of her relationship with Alex. Adam was her polar opposite, a beacon of light in the stormy seas of her past, a man whose kindness and compassion knew no bounds. His voice on the other end of the line was like a lifeline, a soothing balm to her fractured spirit. As she bared her soul, revealing the pain and insecurity that had haunted her, Adam listened. He listened with an empathy and understanding that Sophia had been yearning for. He offered comfort, wisdom, and unwavering support, reminding her of her worth and the love she deserved. His words, spoken with conviction and sincerity, were a salve to her wounded heart. They rekindled the spark of self-love that had been snuffed out by the relentless waves of her previous relationship. They breathed life into the girl she used to be, the girl buried beneath the rubble of broken promises and shattered dreams. In that moment, Sophia felt a spark of hope, a flame long extinguished by her turbulent relationship with Alex. With the passage of time, Sophia and Adam's bond grew from a mere connection to a deep, unshakable bond that was nurtured with mutual respect, understanding, and a profound love that transcended the ordinary. Each moment they spent together was an investment, a step closer to an unending journey of discovery and self-realization. Adam, in his own unique and heartwarming ways, showed Sophia what it truly meant to be cherished and appreciated. He made her feel seen, not just for her physical attributes, but for the person she was deep within, for her thoughts, her dreams, and her indefatigable spirit that refused to bow down even in the face of the most formidable adversities. He valued her individuality, her strength, her resilience, and her will to rise above the odds. He was there for Sophia in her times of solitude and anxiety, drying her tears when the world seemed too harsh and too unforgiving. He held her hand through the darkest nights, guiding her through her insecurities, her fears, and her doubts, implanting in her a sense of security she had never known. He was her safe haven, her anchor in the stormy sea of life. Adam's presence and unwavering support led Sophia to new avenues of self-discovery and empowerment. Her life took a dramatic turn, one filled with redemption, transformation, and self-love. She learned to forgive herself for her past mistakes, understanding that they were not a reflection of her character, but stepping stones to a future filled with endless possibilities. She learned to embrace her imperfections, realizing that they were not flaws, but distinguishing characteristics that made her uniquely her. She learned to appreciate her uniqueness, her individuality, and her spirit. She realized the importance of standing her ground, of refusing to settle for any less than the love she deserved, the love she found in Adam. With Adam at her side, she embarked on an exhilarating journey of healing, growth, and profound joy. She found herself treading a path of self-realization, self-love, and self-acceptance. And in this journey, she felt secure, confident, and empowered, knowing that she was home in the arms of the one person who saw her for the extraordinary soul she was. With the passage of time, Sophia and Adam's bond strengthened, built on mutual respect, understanding, and love. With Adam at her side, she embarked on a journey of healing, growth, and profound joy, secure in the knowledge that she was finally home in the arms of someone who truly saw her for the extraordinary soul she was. As the city lights of Chicago twinkled in the backdrop, casting a warm glow on her newfound happiness, Sophia felt an overpowering sensation of contentment envelop her. She stood there on the rooftop terrace, her eyes reflecting the brilliant cityscape below. The chilly wind of the windy city brushed against her face, carrying with it the echoes of 1,000 stories, tales of love and loss, of dreams achieved and broken. But tonight, Sophia's story was one of realization and bliss. She clutched her coat tighter around her, a physical reminder of the warmth she now cherished in her life. She felt a soft smile tug at the corners of her lips. It was a smile that mirrored the satisfaction residing in her heart. She had found him, her sanctuary, her home. The love she had always sought, the one she had dreamt of on countless starry nights, was now hers. She ran her fingers over the locket he had gifted her, a constant reminder of their bond. The diamond embedded in the heart-shaped pendant twinkled, mirroring the stars above and the city lights below. A silent tear slipped down her cheek, not one of sadness, but of overwhelming joy. She let her gaze wander over the sprawling city. She thought of the countless paths she had tread, the numerous turns she had taken, and the endless choices she had made to arrive at this very moment. The roads that led her to him seemed to sparkle under the city's lights, just like the path of their intertwined destiny. And as she traced this journey in her mind, Sophia found herself whispering a silent "you" to the universe for guiding her to this love. She turned, looking into the eyes of the man standing beside her. His eyes held the promise of tomorrow, a future filled with love and togetherness. And in that moment, she knew with unwavering certainty that she was exactly where she was meant to be, in the arms of a man who cherished her, in the embrace of a love that set her soul on fire.